I define success in one measure. And if I can smile every morning when I wake up and I can go to bed with a smile on my face, that's when I think I'm successful.
If you're doing something you don't like, you should probably rethink what you're doing. I don't know about you, but that's how I think.
I think this tour is going to be the one that makes me realize that this is my true love and passion, and it's being on the road, helping these bands out, doing what I feel that most people wouldn't do for them, and that's putting the time, the effort, the passion into this. And I feel like it's going to really help me grow as an individual, and I feel like it's going to be a good start to my tour managing career. We really feel like metal is something that's always going to be in our blood, and it's always going to be our passion. But we feel if we really want to take this company to the next level, we have to go for more a mainstream music genre that will capitalize more publicity towards our company. But I just thought a cross Canada tour would be the first good measure to start expanding our company and getting the name across Canada. I'll be flying out to Vancouver, and then I'll be traveling with Take the Earth Beneath Us on the entire run and be driving their van for them. So the Crooks Across Canada tour starts on the 16th of October and ends on the 3rd of November. We start in Vancouver, British Columbia, and we end in Montreal, Quebec. I made the decision just a few days ago to promote my employee Rob to give him an increasement in the company and let him be my assistant from here on out. I sat down with him a few days ago and we had a discussion about where we want to see this company go from here on out. And the kid's got the exact same vision that I do, and I have a lot of trust and respect in him. So Rob Levisser will be running my events for me while I'm gone. It's 6 a.m. I'm about to head off to Vancouver and start my 24-day Cross Canada tour. Pretty excited. Probably not going to get much sleep over the next couple of days, so hopefully I can sleep on the plane while I'm off there. See you later.
I would love to go on tour and do something like that, but at the same time, like, who's gonna stay here and look after things? I think it was just like, we didn't need to speak about anything like that because it was obvious what was gonna happen. I am the assistant of the Diamond Mine Agency. I'm the assistant. But there's a lot of unfortunate things that happened personally for me during my college experience or career or whatever, that kind of just like, I don't want to say unmotivated me, but like I had personal things to figure out. I suffer from anxiety and like depression like big time, which is fine, you know, people have issues. Who cares? You know, if you say you don't have issues, you probably have the biggest issues. Having conversations day to day with people keeps me up top, makes me feel good about myself, you know what I mean? Makes me feel like purposeful. Music was a big part of everything I did. And you don't really realize it until you start kind of working in the industry or whatever, but it's bigger than people think. There's more to it than people think. And like, you know, people rely on music as like an outlet. And especially like heavy music for me, like heavier music, when I started getting into like metal and hardcore and whatever, you know, just having that teenage angst, it's like an incredible outlet. I got started because this is how it started. So I did my first show ever on my own, and I had like 24 hours to promote it. But I had a blast, lots of people came, like everyone had fun, made new friends. We all left with money, and I was like, man, like I could do this for the rest of my life, you know?
The shows have been amazing, the turnouts have been great, the bands I've been working with have been amazing.
The atmosphere's been great, so there's been no complaints at all so far.
Once he's done his tour, then he's going to be back, and we're focusing a lot on like the bigger aspect of things. So I'm really excited for the business, like really stoked.
I got out of nowhere offered a massive job that I could have never imagined, so I'm just really excited to see where this goes. I fly down to New York next week, so there's some good things coming ahead of me. I just don't know where it's going to end up right now, but I'm excited.
It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's something that's different every day. It's something that's exciting. It's something that keeps me on my toes. It's something that just makes me happy. It's just a different atmosphere. I like it because mainly I'm surrounded by people from all over the world. I'm gonna meet different people on a daily basis. It's just a really unique atmosphere, I find, and I find you meet some of the best people.
Working with Brendan on tour is really fun. He's a quite a character, like a super funny guy, but like when he comes down to it, he's pretty super focused. Like the minute things get serious, he's right on the ball.
You guys hanging out there, don't be afraid there to come up and fill this space.
If you're traveling with a band for 20 plus days and you're seeing the same faces every single morning and night, you obviously clash heads with some people, but for the most part, everything was so smooth with these guys. They're some of the nicest people I've ever met, and I honestly can consider almost every single one of them best friends for the rest of my life. Rob did really good when I was away, actually. He kept me updated almost every single day. He was on me if I wasn't responding to him. Well, I didn't have the time to get back to him, so I really like to see that. He didn't just give up when I wasn't coherent with him, so at least that he stayed on top of things. So pretty much I got asked to be a Canadian booking agent for this large-scale agency that I'm not able to announce yet. And with this job, I'm going to be working with by far some of the biggest artists that I've ever worked with before. So I'm really excited to start this for 2015 and see where things go.
Brandon will be pretty busy, but I think it's a good thing.
What I think this is going to do is going to provide Rob with more work. It will keep Rob busier, and overall it'll just build him as a promoter and a booking agent just because it'll give him a lot more experience.
It's a career as well, but it's not as like financially stable, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? If I could do it for the rest of my life and only do this, I for sure would.
So I can promise you that I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I can promise you that I'm working for one of the biggest agencies coming 2015. I can promise you some large-scale festivals in 2015. I can promise the Diamond Mine Agency isn't going anywhere as well. I can promise 2015 will be our biggest year, hands down.
If you're not a fan of music, like, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Feel that That's Biggie, where we couldn't find all day.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
Biggie,
I really couldn't help it.
stop. Cut it out. You're embarrassing me.
This is Chloe. She's my princess. She's a dog. Oh, you want to check out my cock? Glam cock, yo. A chicken, like, was starting to cross the road. It, like, jumped into the car in front of us. Like, it was like a suicidal chicken, for sure. And it just got smoked, and feathers went everywhere, man. It was, like, sad, but, like, really friggin' funny. It was the way the chicken, like, was so depressed. Oscar Goldman, rest in peace.